Yeah, it's working. Okay, so all the best with your presentation. You can start now.
Okay, so hello to TheSHEild Design Studio. I am Lydia and I'm specifically MA design.
I'm Saksha. I'm Roshni. I'm doing my fashion design, my MA fashion design.
We are missing Isabel, who is also a fashion design MA student, but unfortunately couldn't join us today. So we have chosen Hulahan to explore and look at the work and see if we could help develop it. Part of that is to do with similar views on sustainability and making sure that whatever is made has a good impact on the environment and it's not adding to waste also the fast fashion industry. Next slide, please. Thank you. So Hulahan is a Birmingham-based woman-run design studio by one of our ex-MA people, sort of graduated people, who focus on creating bespoke women's wear out of repurposed materials. At the moment, we've got an image of their current collection. And when myself and Isabel were first exploring this, exploring the work without much interest, without much knowledge of the inspiration behind it, the first things that hit me was very 1940s lounge girls, and what hit Isabel very easy to ignore on, very structured, but also incredibly feminine at the same time. Next slide, please. I feel like we're splitting. So those are what drew us to them aesthetically. Then further research showed that interest in sustainability and wanting to reuse fabrics that already there. That already existed. We weren't adding to waste. We were kind of taking what was there, or someone was taking what's there, repurposing it, and making something that is truly beautiful and makes people feel empowered. Okay. Isabel, once we kind of discovered the area in which Hulahan existed, we started to research potential competitors. Isabel identified Everlane and Reedon, who lie kind of either side of Hulahan in terms of the market. Everlane are slightly lower priced, but in around the £50 to £100 range. Reedon are plus 300 plus. But again, they both focus on ideas of sustainability, pushing that idea that we should rely on fast fashion and that we should care for what we have. So if we're looking at Hulahan's price range and their product range as well, they are sitting around the 100 to 300 mark, which for a brand that is using kind of finite materials, sourcing materials as when they come in, that is to be expected. However, it kind of limits the people who can buy their items and who want to support such a business. Now, I would love to buy some of these, but I stupidly quit my job. And now I'm back to being a student, so I can't. But again, would want to be able to support a business like this and start building my collection and showing support for such a sustainable design. And as such, we identified some areas in which products could be developed was keeping the key ethos of sustainability, not necessarily adding to what the company is buying, but diversifying it ever so slightly so it reach that lower income market and use what they already have. So potential ideas we came up with were print, accessory, homewares, and for about an hour like loungewear and nightwear. I had a crisis about 3 hours ago. We redesigned everything, but after talking to Hannah, we were able to calm me down and go back to our original ideas. So the reason we have focused on these is because we can use, or Hulahan can use, the products that they already have, the materials they already have for homewares and accessories. Print is slightly different. I'm going to talk about that as that is more my area. And then Rasheen and Sanjay will talk about accessories and homewares slightly. So with print design, this is adding a bit more colour into the collection. Whilst researching Hulahan, I discovered that one of the influencers for a previous collection was Hilma Alklimt, whose name I got right, which is not always the case. And that use of colour kind of really aligns with my sort of designs anyway. With Hulahan, a lot of their work is kind of limited to the colour palette of the fabrics that they're already using. Now, if you were to take the influences of people, feminists or female artists from the 20th century, like Hilma Clinton, Stoltz, Annie Albers, to name a few, and create bespoke patterns, that could then lead to a slightly wider range of products, still using the patterns that already exist, as long as they are printed onto eco fabrics. So keeping that sustainability in mind. So there is the Silk Bureau, which operates out of Worcester, print onto sustainable fabric. I do have a price list. That's completely, I think so that's planned. But we're looking at the inspiring artists of the 20th century, female artists. Colour can be injected into work, and a range can be developed and expanded based on that.
So these are potential accessories. So we thought adding more accessories like bucket hats, belts, and wallets actually enhance the collection. And also these products go really well, and they can also be made of scrap fabrics and leftover fabrics made from the main collection. So these are the sketches that we have done for like new products like pouches and tote bags, and also some hats like bucket hats. And using also we can use a lot of techniques like quilting, and which also Hulahan can sell zero waste products at a lower price, which will also enable young customers to also get access to the products, with where they also encourage sustainability and zero waste products.
So yeah, we just did a market research just to know the prices, because as Lydia told, we love the brand so much, but some of us really could not afford it as of now. So while we include these collections such as tote bags, wallets, hats and stuff, it will also include people of younger generation like us. We can also contribute to the brand. We can also buy the brand and wear the brand which we love. Also, when it comes with an affordable price, it'll be much easier for us. And also the brand, they'll also get a lot of new audience, like the younger people. They can also target new more people. So this is like price research. We just went to the site called Kind Bags. They also produce stuffs from produce bags and accessories from sustainable products. So for tote bags, their price range is around 15 to 30 pounds. We also did a research on the brand Etsy, on the website Etsy. So for pouches, it's from 25 to 40 pounds. It's for a set of 3 pouches. So I think it's worth it. And for laptop sleeves, because these 3 products, these are like the core products which younger generation like us use, because we carry our laptops everywhere, so it will be really useful. And also these are like small products, it will be like 15 to 16 inches. So sourcing fabrics will not since it is a sustainable brand, the need for sourcing fabrics will also be cut here, because we are using the leftover fabrics. So it will be easy to make such pieces because they only consume very less amount of fabric. Also, we had a plan of nightwear collection in our mind. Luckily, we had the chance to speak to the designer herself, and we told her our ideas about nightwear and the accessories. We got to know that she would love accessories more in her brand than the nightwear. Also, considering the fabrics, how to source fabrics, people might like certain fabrics, But when they come back again looking for it, saying, I saw the picture on a website or stuff, if the product is not there, they might be a little disappointed, or maybe they might be using that for a long time. They might love the feel of the fabric and they might come back looking for it. So nightwear, it'll be quite a bit of task. I mean, we can do it, but we have to figure it out. It is a long way, but introducing such products, it'll be very useful for the brand, and they can also attract lots of new audience like us.
Kind Bag also is a female-run, empowerment, sustainable brand. It kind of shows the market out there already, aesthetically different, but the ethos behind it remains similar and it remains very similar. So to summarize, we want to keep sustainability at the heart of it, reducing waste and closing that waste gap, that waste cycle as well. So by taking materials that Hulahan already have in like a scrap bin, or if they've got leftovers from an old collection, and repurposing that, more products that are slightly cheaper and open to appeal to a wider market or a lower income market. And so that's with the accessories and homeware. We talk about homeware too much, but it was going to require a bit more development. With the development of bespoke prints, that allows colour to be brought into it, a bit more personality, and that can be changed as and when needed for small runs. That is us. Any questions?
Thank you. I can hear you. Brilliant. Shall we have one word from a designer of the brand, and when every presentation would be finished, we could have, all of us would have a word to tell about all the collections. Yeah. Shall we do in this order? Yeah. Cool. So Hannah, would you like to comment?
I think mine's best. Well done.
I think we're all going to say that. Yeah.
Sorry, but strict up. I thought it was really good and actually a very coherent presentation. So thank you. And we'd like to do it on Instagram to show the story and involve the audience and see what they think too. So
Okay.
actually use it as market research.
So Instagram post is also part of their strategy.
Oh well, I've suggested that.
Yeah, we're going to
Put it on Instagram.
Share the
Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah.
So then I can. Yes. So it's interesting to see what people think.
Mhm.
She says never really posting, but.
Mhm. Yeah. Anybody else at this point?
I'm so to the end.
Okay, save it to the end. Okay, girls, thank you so much for your presentation. Well done.